All right. Hey, how you doing? This is Eric from AHA Americans Helping Americans and AMP Live American Mentee Program. How you doing today? Just wanted to reach out. We're going to be talking a little bit about 5, 10, 15 minutes. I don't want to take too much of your time because we got to get back at it and get on the horn, talk to some awesome, lovely people across the United States of America. I want to say thank you to all past, present, future mentees of America. You know who you are at the end of the day, the ones that show up, the ones that don't. It is what it is. This will be kind of brutal today and just straightforward. Look, you want to amplify your life. You need to obviously, I got some things that I was reading cool I want to share with you. Maybe I'll share those with you today. For sure at 2 p.m. I will be back. Just so a little public service announcement. Be back at 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. 2 p.m. We're going to be talking about, yes, the Sunday sermon rants and raves where I'll drop some F-bombs and S-bombs. I'm going to talk about politics. I'm going to talk about religion. I'm going to talk about, yes, my favorite thing, creative real estate investing, life in general. And we'll keep on rocking and rolling and blabbing and rabbing, right? So also going to read some stuff probably out of this book. It's going to be awesome. It is the Magic of Thinking Big. It is an old-ass book by David J. Schwartz, PhD, but there's some awesome, lovely golden nuggets in that book, right? And I'll share that with you. Maybe I'll share one with you because it's kind of cool. We got a wild hair up my ass. That's what I'm going to do. I got my coffee, got my water. I drank all my water. Shit, the H2O. I need the H2O. But if you like this, just watch, like, and love. I appreciate it. Sponsored by VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments. Definitely step into excellence. Love working with you. If you're looking to drop a license or maybe you just want the best of both worlds, we got some awesome stuff rolling out in 2026 I want to share with you. But right now, this is about getting a deal, right? How do I help you get your first deal, second deal, third deal, or even if you've done some deals, then you're kind of spinning your wheels from kind of like what's happening, a little trend that's happening. Hey, I did a deal, but then it went to a month, and then I did another deal. Hey, then it's been another month, or I did 3 or 4 deals, and then it's been 2 months, no deals. So that's kind of the sales process. They call it the feast or famine through real estate investing, agents, brokers. They all go through that when there's not a system in place or processes in place where you're just kind of feeding the pipeline to letting it overflow and then having some deal flow. You got to have deal flow. It's like having customers in a restaurant, right? You got to have people coming in to enjoy your awesome food, right? And but real estate's a little bit different, right? It's kind of like a one and done, because once you get done, you got to go after the next deal, and the next deal, the next deal. So you got to build a process of getting all those clients, bringing them down the wire, and then having people or things or VAs or technology or AI with those processes and systems. I always say, think franchise. I get it. It is a pain in the ass because you got to maintain it. You got to put it together. You got to study. You got to figure, man, how do I get this done? Can I just jump on the phone and call? Can't you just give me leads and deals? Sure, there's companies that spent the time to do all that to give you what you need or want. But you still got to do the research anyways, right? You got to know if this is real or not, which it is. I'm going to go ahead and put up this real quick. Let's see. On Thursday. So this is what this is about on Thursday. Every Thursday, you're going to be jumping down coaching versus mentoring. It's a free real estate training. It'll be about myself, the company, what we do, how we do this with real estate investing, and then sprinkling on top, obviously, the real estate traditional stuff, listing properties, working with buyers, all the rules and regulations or the shit regulations on that side. It is what it is. There's rules and regulations in the private sector, but it's still a little bit of the wild, wild west with the exception of some states crying, whining, and bitching, going, oh, wholesalers can't do this and do that, but it's all good. Right? That's why we have laws, right? As long as you work within the structure of that square box and you work on the gray area or the outline of the area, because look, they can never have 100% law to keep you from doing anything because there's just going to be another law and another law and another law that breaks it or manipulates it or whatever, because that's what that shit's designed to do. So that you just got to keep that in mind, right? Investors are always going to find a way because they're the most creative in this business. Even the mom and pops and all that good stuff, it doesn't matter. The big dogs are always have, too much fat. Like it used to be the real estate investment trusts. That was the jam. Put your money in there, but so much regulation, so much red tape, so much bullshit that they cost too damn much. Even the software would cost too damn much to run. So the birth of, yes, mom and pop investors are still always there, right? Now, you don't hear a lot about real estate investment trusts and move from real estate investment trusts to syndications, right? Equity funds, crowdfunding, and all that good stuff. Everything is always going to move and trend. But there is a thing of cycles and trends, right? It means shit always comes back. There may be a variation of the real estate investment trusts that will come back, right? Obviously, they did with equity funds and crowdfunding and made it more accessible, made it easier to run and to be able to establish and grow. Of course, because, look, it's the government. All it is red tape, and a bunch of bullshit at the end of the day. But who's in control? We are. You are. The American people. the people who are actually have control of this nation realistically. Now, if you knew you can beat the shit out of somebody, right, you go do it, right, and not worry about it. But that's where the government wants to try to freak you out, make you scared and afraid and all that good stuff. It is what it is. But, just follow the rules and you rock and roll, man. I was having a conversation earlier today. I said, look, you can cry and whine about all kinds of bullshit. It don't matter. You have no control of this fucking world. You have no control of the things that happen to you. All you have to control over is your own mind, right? And that's a hard one sometimes to grip on. You don't know what other people are thinking or what they're feeling, right? They could be awesome. They could be having a great mood, or they can be, suicidal. They can be having a bad day. It could be all depressed or some shit, right? So, put a smile on someone's face by trying to, drop that PMA all day long. Positive mental attitude. And yes, the key element is action, action, action. It's hard to have action, especially, when you get comfortable in things, right? But you got to get uncomfortable, because I've been talking to a lot of people who get comfortable. They get in, they get out, they get in, they get out, get in, get out. And then they're going like, I don't know why I don't want to make phone calls. You know why. We all do. We don't want to fucking do it because it sucks, right? But there are some people that love cold calling because they framed it in their mind that it works. They're going, man, this shit is awesome. Now, the purpose of all this, first and foremost, I'm Eric. I'll be your host for the Amplified Real Estate Show for the next probably 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up because we got other things to do like business. Was going to adopt the Charlie Kirk thing, saying we're just going to turn off the phone and do all this shit. I'm like, fuck all that shit. I get it. I'm not a holy roller. I believe in God. So what's going to come first? Yeah, the family comes first. We can go to church, and then anything, maybe a little dinner or lunch or something. But after that, it's all about work, and getting prepared for the week. And that's what I don't like either, because look, who's the one who created Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Human beings, man, government, all that bullshit. To what? It's always to put people in a fucking cage and to control them, right? The end of the day, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I like control. I like leverage. I like to know what's happening in transactions, doing shit, or my thing is acquisitions, right? I love the art of the deal. I call it the Amplified method. Put that shit on the table and we're gonna get some shit closed. Now, hey, yeah, there's all the other little things like writing the contract, the agreements, getting it sold, dispo, working with other people, making the phone calls and all that good stuff, because there's a plethora of things that have to happen. Some people are just better at certain things. Now, can I be great at all of them? Could take a lot of your time, but then you're the one-man show, one-lady show, and you're the chef, you're the cook. You open the store, you close the store, you make the money, you get the stuff prepared, right? And you serve it up, and then you got to clean. You're the dishwasher, you're the repair person, you're everything, right? That's part of it, man. It's either a job or go do that and then start building from there. I get it, but this is what we got for you, a solution, right? Coaching versus mentoring, YouTube, TikTok, and then coaching. Coaching, someone's going to call you, hold you accountable, and go, hey, did you watch video 179 on, negotiating? I sure did. Awesome. We'll talk to you next week. Well, that's not going to help you. It'll help you a little bit, but you still got to do it yourself. Take action. Mentoring takes it to a whole new level, right? Now, we're not going to do it for you. I'm not going to do it for you, but it's good to have a mentor to say, hey, man, look, why are we doing this? Is this the best route? Do I go this way? Do I make a right-hand turn or a left-hand turn? Which way do you go? Which way do you want to go? Or partner up with your mentor, right? That's even better. And going, hey, yeah, we're going to go this way because we're going to do this, 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 and this is the outcome and the extra strategy, 1, 2, and 3. Opposed to going, hey, one trick pony, 70 cents on the dollar, minus repairs, blah, 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 blah. Everybody has their way of doing stuff. I get it. That's cool. But you got to start with the simplest processes, right? Bird dog, wholesaler, create a real estate, fix, flip, buy, and hold. Multiple doors, no doors, whatever the fuck you want to do, right? But at the end of the day, scan that QR code right there. Book some time. That's going to be for 7. That's going to be a webinar, okay? We'll be doing those every Thursday. But it doesn't mean, it's every Thursday and I'll catch one of them, right? It's not going to help you. You're going to procrastinate, and never get it done. I've talked to people with 2, 3, 4 years. Oh, man, I'm still learning. You're not learning shit, right? Because you're just spinning your damn wheels. You'd rather go eat a muffin. You'd rather go watch a movie. You'd rather go watch, play some video games or some shit, right? Or you'd rather go buy some shit on Amazon or whatever the fuck it is, right? The bottom line is you just rather go do that stuff. You got to stop that shit. Hyper-focus, put your head down and grind. Pick your heads up, and see what the Joneses are doing. Hey, they're driving a Lambo. They got a car. They got this. They got that. Who gives a shit? Okay, when you're at that level, when you're trying to build, fuck the Joneses. Excuse my French, right? Here's the F-bombs, F-bombs. But when you start making money, you start rocking and rolling. Someone said to me, you know what? Hey, Joneses are a good thing. I said, how do you figure? How the hell is the Joneses a good thing? Well, because then they're gonna, you want to hang out with the Joneses, you want to be with the Joneses, you want to compete with the fucking Joneses, right? You want to be with like-minded people. You go, you know what? Fuck, that's right. It's true. I want to have that Lambo. I want to have that mansion. I want to have that land. I want to have that freedom. I want to have those businesses. So, there's 2 ways. When you're building, Forget about the Joneses because they're gonna make you. They're gonna make you feel bad. Oh man, how come they're cashing checks? Why do they have deals? Why do they have this? Why are the stuff working for them and not for me? But if you kick ass and you're busting ass and you're seeing results and you're moving forward and you're going, man, yeah, now I am a Jones, right? And I want to hang out with other Joneses. Then it's a beautiful, lovely thing. Say thank you for that at the end of the day because I never thought about that until we hit that point. All I knew is like, yeah, mentors. Yeah, and because my thing is maybe it's an ego thing, right? I'm never envious of other fucking people or things, although I may want them, but I may not like that person, so I'm not envious of that person. I don't give a shit. Or maybe it is. Who knows, right? Is that projecting? Is it passive aggressive? Is this a psychological call that we're having today? Maybe, maybe not. But the bottom line is scan that QR code. If you like what you hear, no holds barred, no bullshit, no drama, right? At the end of the day, we leave that behind. We bring everything to the table and we rock and roll, right? It's a done with you, done for you program. You want to be able to do deals because that's what this is about, right? How am I going to help you get your next deal? How am I going to help you get your first deal? How am I going to help you do multiple deals? Because that's what the American Mentee program is all about, where we're going to partner up. We're going to partner up for several deals. It's going to be a done with you program, meaning we're going to be in the trenches with you, right? Because I want to work with people that, at least punch their way out of a paper bag, follow directions, take action, not whine and cry about a bunch of shit and just go, bam, let's go get it done. That's the only way you're going to be successful at anything, right? Now, if you're training to maybe get in the ring with somebody, you want to make sure your training is, hey, man, you want to be watching the opponent. You want to know what your competition is, right? You should be. Otherwise, you can jump in the ring. It doesn't matter how prepared you are. If they're really good, they're going to kick your ass. You don't know. That'd be like a wholesaler going up against someone in creative real estate. Creative real estate going to beat the shit out of you and beat you all up. They're going to get the deal, not you. Because you don't really have anything to offer except for 70 cents on the dollar on go cash. Creative real estate investing is going to make us, we're going to build a relationship with those people, right? We're going to sit down and chat with them. And if you don't want to take the time to do that, then cool. Keep on throwing spaghetti at the wall and the wham, bam, thank you, man stuff, right? You'll eventually evolve. You won't know that you're there until you actually get to those points, right? All you're going to know is what you know. Because what you don't know is what you don't know until you do. You can watch all the videos, watch all the gurus, watch all the stuff at the end of the day and make your own assumptions. But until you go through it and you're going, man, I'm trying to get a deal. This is happening. I don't know why this is happening. Or maybe, hey, you get a deal and then it doesn't close and things happen because you dropped the ball on certain things. It's going to happen, right? I mean, I lose deals sometimes, right? And if it happens, whose fault was it? It was mine. But then you got to go back and roll it in your mind. Go, I should have did this, and this. But you can't beat yourself up. You want to put it into your SOPs and your standard operating procedures so you don't do it again. So then you got a model. You don't have to figure all that out. Think of it when you're working with us as like a franchise. We figure all that stuff out. We figure out the psychological stuff. We have the crystal balls to help you, right? Crystal balls are solid balls, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, if you get offended, turn this off. Don't watch it. It's okay. It's good to go. But we're going to rock and roll. I'm going to share with you on how to get your first deal or how to get multiple deals and help you with several deals at the end of the day because we're building a long-term relationship. It's like joining a country club. It's a lifetime membership, right? It's a selection process. We only want to work with rock and roll people and kick-ass people. It's like being in the music business or maybe an athlete, right? And you only hang around with those type of people, right? You're not, and it's not that you're better than anybody else, right? But with an athlete who's doing their stuff, going to hang out with somebody who's maybe an electrician, unless it's a good, personality thing. They make each other laugh. Do they help each other? Maybe the guy works for the athlete, right? And does some stuff at his house. But will we ever break bread and say, come over to my house and we're going to have dinner together? Come and meet some of my friends, unless that electrician wants to build a bigger business or maybe pitch the athlete on something or some type of business. And the guy's thinking bigger and wants to do something and they have something in common. But other than that, it won't happen, right? It's never going to happen because they're never going to connect because they're at two different worlds and two different lives and two different frequencies, right? So your goal is, you want to jump into the Joneses. You want to rock and roll with the Joneses, right? And in this case, it's about doing your deals, right? Community's fun and it's great and kumbaya and all that good stuff, right? Cool. But it's never been my thing, right? At the end of the day, when I played music and rock and roll, I'm not going to lie, right? Your head get big, you get an ego and all that good stuff, right? And you only want to hang out with, who you want to hang out with, right? But people want to hang out with you because they like you and they get inspired by you and they want to, man, this is awesome, right? But even then, wouldn't do it, right? It's still core and hang out with a bunch of people. Only at the time we perform and then we leave. They're not going to be hanging out and I'll be like, come to the house and get all party and all that good stuff, right? Things change, right? So as you get more mature in life and you start looking at this stuff or even building a business, there is a difference between coaching versus mentoring. So it's super powerful. The mentoring is going to get you deals. It's going to help you do deals. It's going to help you build a business. It's going to help you build the legacy that you're wanting to achieve. Okay. Let me see. Oh, is this on record? Okay. What do we got here? I don't even know. Hopefully this is running. All right. So yeah, we came on a little bit late, at the end of the day, technical difficulties and things of that nature. Set it for 12, but I will be back at 2 p.m. For the Sunday rants and raves. So I'm going to cut this down. Bottom line for this is, look, you need to register for the 30 days to a deal challenge. If you want to learn the art of the deal, the Amp Live method, to get you off your butt, you need somebody to motivate you, fire her up. That's going to be us and our team. We have the marketing and all that good stuff. It's powered by Amp Live Media. So you'll be taken care of there. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. I've seen it happen a lot of times. I think it was a guy in the Marine Corps. He paid I think it was $15,000 for some coaching, spent another $15,000 on direct mail and postcards and all kinds of shit. Spent another, I think $2,000 and $3,000 to get his websites all set up and SEO and everything. And for the next 6 months, they're building out their brand and all that other good stuff. And then when all the leads started coming in after he sent out, the series of about $15,000 worth of postcards and letters over the next 2-3 months, all these leads started coming in. And they didn't know how to work it. They didn't know how to turn these into actual deals, right? So they got frustrated and they ended up quitting, right? So they lost about $40,000, $50,000 at the end of the day. They ended up quitting. It's not that it didn't work. It's just that whoever they were working with had them build the cart before the horse, right? And I get it. You got money, you're going to spend it. But they should have been working on deals and working on themselves and becoming experts at doing what? Getting their closing ratios better and better and better as they're building their platforms and putting money back into their business to scale up and build the shit that they need. Because by the time 6 to 12 months comes, they'll be badass at taking down deals. They'll be rocking some deals. They'll have deals under their belt, and they'll be building and scaling their business and their overflow and their deal flow. When it's overflowing, then you start hiring out certain people, right? Then you start spending money on pay-per-click and SEO and all that shit. You don't do it first unless you're really prepared and you're ready to go. And you know what's happening here, and it's you're buying into that. I hear it even with some of these franchises for We Buy Houses and Joe Bauhaus Buyers and all this other good stuff, right? Spend a bunch of money and $15,000, $20,000 on ads, and you only get certain territories, so you only get so many leads, you only get so many deals, and the shit doesn't work, right? It's the truth. So at the end of the day, it doesn't mean it doesn't work, but for everybody's a little bit different, right? Every model's a little bit different. Think of it this way, right? We're going to get in and build you first. We're going to rock with you and build a target around you. We're going to get together and make sure that you want to achieve, and we're going to help you achieve your goals. And then when we start rocking and rolling, we're going to close one deal, and then you're going to celebrate your win. Go do something magnificent and awesome that you would have never, ever done. Go spend $400 or $500 at a dinner. Go take your family to Disneyland, even though it's going to cost you a couple grand. Who cares, right? Or maybe 3 years, some shit. Doesn't matter. And then put the rest back into your business. And then let's do some more deals, put it back into your business. And as we start moving forward and closing deals and building processes and systems, and your deal flow starts overflowing, then you start building process, and then you start getting acquisitions and VAs. We start building a firm, a real estate firm that you can be proud of, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to make sure you stay in this business for the long term, because we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I am committed. This is what I committed to do for the rest of my life, unless I decide to change it. Who knows, right? Tomorrow I might want to say, man, I think if I could grow it, I'm going to grow my hair back. I'm going to go play some music, and I'm going to go write some jingles and shit and do whatever, right? Live in a cabin and write music. Or maybe, hey, get back into a band or some shit. I don't know, right? Who knows? Maybe I'm going to go learn some comedy. I'm going to be a stand-up fucking comedian or some shit. But you're going to do whatever you're going to do. It wouldn't be the first time, right? Look at that Chinese, the Chow guy, right? He was a dentist or whatever the fuck he was, right? But he did that forever. And then something happened, right? And then he just said, fuck it, I'm done with all that shit. Wrap up the firm, and decided to be a comedian, get into fucking movies and shit. And Chow was born, right? Now, if you ever seen that movie, I think it was in Horrible Bosses, or was it, I don't know, some drinking one or some shit. I forgot what it was called. But it's a pretty good movie. You're right. At the end of the day, keep on rocking and rolling. Keep on dreaming, right? Don't listen to people's shit. At the end of the day, yeah, you're going to feel like shit, and people are going to beat you up along the way. But you got to keep on staying positive. Positive mental attitude, PMA. Keep on rocking and rolling. I put this out in the universe, and I decree it today, right? I want to bless you with abundance, prosperity, health, and wealth. And you want to amplify your life? We are here for you. I am here for you. You want to amplify your business? We are here for you, and I'm here for you, because I'm going to make sure of that, right? It's almost like to the point of we get together, do a DM in a chat. This is really personal. Do a DM in a chat, and if we're a good fit, we will rock and roll together, because I want to see you do great. There are some people, they say that, oh, people only want to see you do so much. I'm not your family, right? But we will become family if you stick around long enough, right? I really want you to be better. I want you to have the things that you've always wanted to go after, right? That's just part of life, right? For some people, not for everybody. But it is a cause and mission that I think God has granted me, put on my table, regardless of I still got to go through all the bullshit to get to a certain level. And we all do, including myself. But I'm here. This is what I chose to do. This is what we are going to do with you at the end of the day. If you like that, definitely reach out. Let's touch base. Scan that QR code. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's for the 30-day challenge. Also, I want to put this on the table too. No modules, no bullshit, just real estate deals and true mentorship. That's what we have to offer for you today. I got a little bit of a wild hair up my ass at the end of the day, but it's about fired up and being motivated, right? So click that for Thursday if you want to hear more about myself, what I've went through, my journeys, and I want to share them with you. And if it's a good fit, yes, we'll drop a proposal on the table and see if it's a good fit. We'll rock and roll together. Whether it's through AHA, Amp Live, or VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, we got tons of resources for you. Our resources will become your resources. No more bullshit, right? No drama, right? Let's just build something beautiful and awesome together because we're going into 2026. I'm telling you, hindsight's 2020. A lot of opportunities on the table. People are going to preach doom and gloom. They're going to preach all kinds of shit, but the writing's on the wall. I'll share that with you. I'll share it with you on Thursday, 7 p.m. Click that link down below. And if you want to dominate your area, if you're an agent or a broker, especially a broker, you got about 10 offices minimum, we want to chat with you so I can help you with your agents and show them how to dominate their area and kick some ass in your area. It's going to probably, I guarantee you, if we talk and we chat, it could increase your revenue by 25%. You're kind of, well, how's that possible? That's impossible. No, I'm going to share that with you, and I'll share how and why. Just book some time with me. You can scan that QR code, or you can do a chat or have your assistant or whoever get in touch with me. And we'll get in touch with the team and all that good stuff, right? But if you got deals, send them down the wire. We appreciate it. For Southern California, that's right, all 4 freaking counties. I'm going to put my mug on here so I can wrap this up. If you got any questions, definitely reach out. Go to the Facebook group down below, okay? And you can share your deals, post your deals, chit-chat, ask questions. If you got pre-foreclosures, it is our forte. It's my forte. It's what I love. It's what I know, along with creative real estate investing and all those exit strategies, right? And sub-2, seller finance, you name it. Options, all like rent to own. There's a piece for everything. But we love those type of deals where, fix, flip, buy, and hold, and all that good stuff. Send them down the wire. Okay, all 4 counties in Southern California. That means Los Angeles County, San Bernardino County, Riverside County, and yes, the OC, right? OC, rock and roll OC. They got some awesome, beautiful stuff. That stuff's moving quickly, so that's cool, but it's a little harder to get to some of those properties. But, hey, we'll make it happen. As well as Texas and the Texas Triangle. We're also doing a little bit of business in crazy-ass Kansas City, Missouri, and Springfield and surrounding area. Not one of my favorite spots, but we'll make it work, right? As they say, we'll figure it out. We'll massage it, and we'll make shit happen in there because ain't nobody going to stop us and stop you if you're in that area. Maybe you're having a hard time. We'll work with you and help you out. Also looking at some other spots like Florida, Tennessee, wherever we have a mentee, we will be. And go from there, right? So I appreciate you. Hopefully you're having an awesome Sunday. If you need help with your first deal or several deals, we're going to help you with that, right? Verticals, lead generation, done with you, done for you, all that good stuff. Building up systems and processes. But the most important thing I'm going to share with you right now, and the biggest takeaway from this whole video, and hopefully it helps you and inspires you, is that it's you. We got to build you up. We got to get you to become the expert. We got to build the foundation and then continue to move forward. Pick up the book, Think and Grow Rich, and the 17 Principles of Success. And I'll probably leave you with this. So yes, I hate this. I know some people, they go in a corner and they read and all kinds of weird shit. But this is cool. I'm going to share this with you, right? I shared it with the young man. I'm not going to do the doer or don'ter one, but this is cool. Now is the magic word of success. Tomorrow, next week, later, sometime, someday, often, someday, often are not, often as not, are synonyms for the failure word never, right? Never, 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 never. Okay, so lots of dreams, lots of good dreams never come true because we say, I'll start someday, when we should say, I'll start now. Right now. Start right now. Right? Most people don't. Rather go get a cup of coffee, gonna go have some lunch, gonna get on social media or do some shit, gonna make an excuse instead of saying, I'll start right now. That's my love and juice for you for today. I will be back at 2 p.m. And I got one more for you, right? Now, there's a thing called Joe College, right? We call Joe College, Joe Wholesaler, Joe Real Estate Investor, Joe whatever, Joe Lender, right? Didn't get into action because he spent too much time getting ready to get into action. Now we do that. Hey, I do it too. We all do, right? But here's the elixir. Here's the key. Okay, so listen to this. And Joe College isn't alone being a victim of over preparedness. Joe salesman, Joe executive, Joe professional, Joe worker, Josephine housewife, Joe the wholesaler, Joe the investor, Joe whatever, right? They all often try to build strength and get ready with office chats, coffee breaks, sharpening pencils, reading, personal business, getting the desk cleared off, TV, and dozens of other little escape devices. Right, here we go. But here's the secret, right? But there's a way to break this habit. Tell yourself, I'll repeat this, right? Here you go. Tell yourself this, right? Book's falling apart. That's how old it is. All right, so that means it's good, okay? So here it is. I'll use the get ready time. I'll use this get ready time. I will use this get ready time that you spend doing all kinds of other shit and energy to get going instead. I'll use the get ready time and energy to get going instead, right? And it's kind of like that John Wick movie when you see him wake up and the alarm goes off and he gets off his ass and he just puts his feet on the ground and he sits there for a couple of minutes, right? And he's ready to go. I found that does work for me. Hey, look, there's the piece. All right. Piece of the book fell off. I have to break out the tape. But it does work. You get up, put your feet in the ground, and you're forced to get the fuck up. You're forced to move forward. You're forced to do stuff. Instead of spending all that time getting ready to do this and getting all prepared and getting my coffee and, getting the jingle jambles. I mean, I have my morning ritual. Yeah, and then I had to chop that down. It was going like 2.5 hours, right? Right? You got to chop it down because you got to get to work. Got to be prepared to start rocking and rolling. Sometimes you got to break it up a little bit and just get to work on get to going and get fucking getting going, right? You're going, man, how much coffee you have? I think 3 cups. I need some water, and I'm getting a little hungry. And 2 o'clock is coming, so 2 o'clock is going to be the Sunday rants and raves. I'll even be more fired up then. We're going to share some real creative real estate investing, things that are going on throughout the United States of America, hard money, private money, different locations throughout the United States. I'm going to drop some pro tips and some awesome rock and roll nuggets to help you into the field. We're going to talk about some NODs, notice the defaults, notice trustee sales, pre-foreclosures, the state of pre-foreclosures and how those are opportunities if you're not working with them or working for or doing that type of stuff or going, can I do it? I heard it's hard. Everybody's doing it. I'll give you the good, the bad, and the ugly and squash those myths that are out there. It's definitely going to help you out and get you going for the week. Okay, that's the goal. Sunday rants and raves are to get you going for the day and get you going fired up for the week. I'll be back for Mindset Money Monday, Tuesday and sales, Tuesday and Thursday are sales day, Wellness Wednesday, Friday for Friday highlights. In between there, at 6 p.m., I'm probably going to come back, or maybe I'll just get, like I said, a wild hair up my ass, and I'll do it at any time. I got video number 9, 100 videos, 100 days, or 100 push-ups. I have not missed a day yet. So today is going to be video number 9, and we're going to talk about real estate, creative real estate. Maybe, who knows, I'll just talk about shit that don't make sense. But I'm going to get it in, and it's going to be all live and uncut. That'll be video number 9. We're going to continue to rock and roll into 2026. Let's rock and roll together into 2026. Without further ado, rock and roll in all that you do. And remember, made in America. Let's get back to made in America, customer service, taking care of the clients. Sponsored by VIP Execs Realty, Lending and Investments, AHA and Amp Live, powered by Amp Live Media, a media marketing and broadcasting company. You hope you have a good one. Hopefully you can get fired up and keep on rocking and rolling and staying fired up and staying focused, okay? So you have a wonderful, wonderful, lovely day. I'll be back around 2 p.m. For the Sunday rants and raves. And then 6 p.m., I'll be back for video number 9 just to share. And we'll chat and we'll talk, see how the days are going. And any way I can help you in between there. Now, at 2 p.m., I'm going to give you a link. If you've been selected, I will send you a link. That means you're going to be able to show your mug. You're going to be able to come on here. We're going to be able to talk and all that good stuff live on this platform if you decide to take the mission, right? Like the movie, Mission Impossible, right? Tom Cruise. So, hey, if you decide to take the mission and you want to jump on here and chit-chat and rock and talk about your business and your wares and what you've been going through, I'd love to speak with you. 2 p.m. it's going to be. So look out for that link. Some of you already know who has the link, and if you show up, awesome. If you don't, well, hey, shame on you at the end of the day, right? And I'm gonna adopt Cardone's I guess term, right? If you live for the weekends, your shit is broke. You're either broke in money or you're broken and you need to repair your ass, right? So remember, Sunday is a Sunday. Monday could be a Saturday. Friday could be a Monday. Every day is an awesome day if you want it to be an awesome day. Or every day could be a shitty day, an excuse day, because of how you want your life to be perceived. Rock and roll in all what you do. Keep on rocking. Thank you for watching. Like, love, and share. We appreciate it. Rock and roll in all what you do. This is Eric from VIP Execs Realty Lending and Investments, AHA, Americans Helping Americans, Amp Live, and the Amp Live American Mentee Program, as well as Amp Live Media. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.